The lesson began at 9. The essay was marked by 10. The feedback was personalized, detailed, and patient. Not a single teacher was in the room. Teachers, lecturers, and professors occupy one of the most trusted roles in society, shaping young minds, transmitting knowledge, and guiding human development across generations. For decades, this work was considered immune to automation. Teaching, we were told, requires empathy, mentorship, adaptability, and the irreplaceable spark of one human mind inspiring another. But in 2024 and 2025, AI changed the conversation dramatically. Large language models can now explain complex concepts across every subject with clarity and patience that adapts to the individual learner's pace, comprehension level, and learning style, something even the most gifted teacher cannot consistently deliver to 30 students simultaneously. AI tutoring platforms like Khan Academy's Canmigo, Synthesis, and a dozen others are delivering personalized, real-time educational experiences at scale. AI can now generate lesson plans, write assessments, mark written work, detect plagiarism, provide differentiated feedback, and flag students at academic risk, all without a human educator in the loop. Universities are seeing AI handle entire first-year module content delivery. Schools are piloting AI tutors that operate outside classroom hours. And students are increasingly turning to AI before they turn to their teachers. The question is no longer whether AI will enter the classroom. It has already taken a seat. Let us be specific about which teaching work AI can already replace or is replacing right now. Content delivery and explanation. AI can teach any subject, at any level, with infinite patience and perfect recall. A student who does not understand calculus at midnight no longer needs to wait for office hours. AI is there, and it explains it differently every time until the concept lands. Essay and assignment marking. AI can now assess written work, provide detailed rubric-based feedback, score consistently, and return results faster than any human marker. Several universities already use AI as the first-pass marker on large cohort assessments. Lesson and curriculum planning. AI generates structured, standards-aligned lesson plans, reading lists, assessment rubrics, and differentiated learning materials in minutes. Administrative and pastoral communication. Attendance tracking, progress reports, parent communication templates, and behavioral flags are increasingly handled by AI systems in modern schools. Language teaching. AI conversation tutors for language learning now provide immersive, personalized practice that rivals human instructors in effectiveness. Recorded lecture delivery. In higher education, the recorded lecture is increasingly being replaced by AI-generated explainer content that students prefer for its searchability and on-demand availability. And academic research support. AI tools like Elicit, Consensus, and Perplexity are changing how students and academics engage with research literature, dramatically reducing the time spent on literature reviews and citation work. So how do teachers, lecturers, and professors stay ahead, and what must some accept? Strategy 1. Become the mentor and motivator, not just the content deliverer. AI can explain. It cannot know that a 16-year-old is struggling because their parents are divorcing, or that a first-year student is close to dropping out because they feel invisible on a large campus. The teacher who builds genuine human relationships, spots vulnerability, and intervenes with emotional intelligence is doing work no AI can replicate. Strategy 2. Master AI as a teaching tool and become the expert who deploys it best. The most effective educators of the next decade will be those who integrate AI into their practice with skill, using it to personalize learning at scale, free themselves from administrative burden, and spend more time on human connection. Strategy 3. Design learning experiences AI cannot deliver alone. Debates, group projects, fieldwork, laboratory experiments, studio critiques, clinical placements, and collaborative problem-solving. These are learning modalities that require human facilitation, physical presence, and pedagogical expertise that AI cannot yet coordinate. Strategy 4. Specialize in subjects requiring embodied, contextual expertise. The professor who has spent 30 years conducting original research in a niche field brings knowledge, networks, and judgment that no AI has been trained on. Deep disciplinary expertise, combined with the ability to connect it to current events and real-world problems, remains a powerful differentiator. And Strategy 5, take on curriculum leadership, policy, and institutional roles. Designing what is taught, how it is assessed, what values education should embed, and how institutions adapt to a changing world. These are profoundly human decisions that require wisdom, ethics, and accountability that cannot be delegated to a machine. And finally, will teaching, lecturing, and professoring be obsolete by 2030? Here is the honest verdict. The roles most at risk are those defined primarily by content delivery. The lecturer who stands at a podium and reads from slides to 150 students in a large auditorium is performing a function that AI now does better, cheaper, and on demand. If your entire value proposition is transmitting information, AI has already matched you, and it is available 24 hours a day. Tutoring roles focused solely on subject explanation, particularly in maths, science, and language learning, are under sustained pressure as AI tutors improve rapidly. Administrative teaching roles, processing assignments, managing timetables, generating reports, will see significant workforce reduction as institutions automate these functions. But the teacher who guides, nurtures, challenges, and connects, the professor who runs a seminar where ideas clash and understanding deepens through argument, the lecturer who brings a subject to life through lived experience, personal research, and the kind of intellectual passion that makes a student change their career path. These educators are not being replaced. They are, in fact, becoming more valuable because AI will handle the routine, and humans will be left to do the irreplaceable. Teaching will not be obsolete by 2030. But the part of teaching that was always just information transfer, that part is already gone. The classroom of 2030 will be smaller, more human, more meaningful, and the teacher at its center will need to be all the things a machine can never be.